What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to another episode of Living Room Talk. I'm Reggie.
And I'm Jasmine.
And welcome to the Jasmine and Reggie Show, or the Reggie and Jasmine Show. You're such a goofball. Today, we're having a special, well, we're talking about a special topic, very controversial, but huge right now, and that is celibacy. Yeah, no sex. Yeah, so this is something that we deal with in our relationship. We've talked about numerous times. It's something that we're seeing less and less in the world right now, and it's not popular. Practicing celibacy is something that's not looked upon as being cool. You're definitely going to stand out. People are going to call you weird, think you're weird. Some people may call you gay or whatever, for especially with dudes when it comes to guys. But it's something that's very, very important and very sacred. And this is something that we wanted to talk about because it's very vital, not only to the individual, but when you come together in a relationship, it's very, very important to practice celibacy.
Yeah, definitely. And so specifically talking about us and the different roles that we play within our relationship, I am the virgin of the relationship, and I've been a virgin all of my life. I decided to stay celibate when I was around 12 or 13. And, that may seem kind of young to some people, but I've been a Christian since I was 6. And so, I was very, very grounded in my faith. And that was something that was really important to me. And it still is very, very important to me. And so I take it really seriously. And I bring it into any relationship that I have. I let the guy know before we start dating, hey, I'm a virgin. So if you're looking to have sex, I might be the wrong girl for you. And I did the same thing with Reggie. And I just feel like it's important because, it doesn't waste the guy's time and it doesn't waste my time. Don't expect things that are not there. So yeah, I've been a virgin this entire time, and he's been great at, just kind of going along with it. But
trying my best to. No, it's Jasmine, she has a very, very different path than I do. So me, I've had sex, and I started having sex at a very early age. And it's something that, I remember my mom telling me, early, do not, have sex before you get married, because once you start, it's gonna be hard to stop. And I didn't, realize how vital and important that advice was until I actually started, and it was hard to actually stop. And I knew, it wasn't beneficial, and I knew it was wrong. But at the same time, just out there being in the mix and just doing it, and chasing after it, and looking to have sex, whenever I wanted it. I was just so caught up. But it's so important because, when you're having sex, it kind of clouds your mind, it clouds your vision, it can hold you back from really moving forward and progressing effectively. When you practice celibacy, which I've noticed, it actually sharpens your vision.
Yeah, definitely. And I think also, one of the reasons why it's really important to us is because at the end of the day, it's God's will for our lives. And so in the Bible, it says that marriage is holy and sacred, and it's two people coming together as one to serve the kingdom. And I truly believe that sex is that physical act of two people coming together as one. And so that is solely placed in the realm of marriage. And of course, God doesn't, give us rules or boundaries to hold us back or not let us have fun or not let us enjoy life, but really it's to protect us. And there was an analogy one time that a pastor gave that basically, a lot of times sheep were put into a pen not to be able to be confined in one place, but it was to protect them from the wolves that were out there in the pasture. And so I think in the same way with us, and God keeps us, within these boundaries to protect us from things like having a baby outside of marriage and heartache and pain and confusion. And so that's why I think it's really important, to stay within God's will, because it really does make for a life of freedom and a life that is more aligned with his favor and who he is. And it just makes life easier, honestly.
For sure, yeah, man. I know for the guys that's out there, you can definitely relate to, even mentally being stressed out sometimes, worrying like, man, do I got this girl pregnant? Like, am I gonna catch something? Just all types of things that's running through your mind. And, you can't even think clearly because you're worrying about these different things.
Yeah.
Where when you're practicing celibacy and you're abstaining from sex, you have nothing to worry about. You're able to build and grow, personally and even in your relationship. This topic is so important and so big that we're actually going to end up breaking this up.
Yeah.
So this is going to be part 1, and then we're going to have a part 2.
Yep.
In part 2, we're going to be talking about, how to really, effectively practice celibacy, because it's not easy.
No.
I'm here to tell you that for sure. Like, there's been plenty of times, man, where I'm struggling. I'm in the corner, balled up, scratch my neck, sweating, man, because it's not easy at all. And then, even for the ones who are virgins, you're not perfect either. So you're going to have temptations as well. So that's something that we're definitely want to get, more deeply into in the second part. And we just kind of wanted to cap this off. In the first part, really just kind of talking about our experience with celibacy and, our past.
Yeah, definitely. So you guys comment down below and let us know if you're practicing celibacy and what that looks like for you. And if you're not, just kind of tell us your reasoning why. Everybody has their own beliefs, and we believe this is an open space for really good dialogue on this. So comment down below, like, subscribe, comment down below. No. Okay, guys, thanks so much for watching, and we can't wait to see you back for part 2 of celibacy. Bye, guys.
All right.
All right.
All right.